Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guild Hall and to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the Faculty of Science and Technology and the Faculty of Culture and the Creative Industries. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mike Thomas, to give his address.
Good morning, everybody. Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the University Board, Honorary Fellows, and our graduates. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at which we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of you, our new graduates and postgraduates. I always look forward to graduation ceremonies and the chance for the University of Central Lancashire, its staff, board members and honorary fellows to celebrate such an important day for you and your families and friends. This is your day. I hope you enjoy both the ceremony itself and the celebrations which I know will follow afterwards. It's customary for a Vice-Chancellor to use graduation as an opportunity to comment on economic affairs, politics, or to speak about the university in general. Most of what I say will be aimed at you, our graduates here today. Here we are in July 2017, a year on from the referendum that concluded that the UK should leave the European Union. Since then, we've had a general election and now we have a minority government. Many of the radical policies that were put forward by all the main political parties have had to be diluted and watered down into a more collaborative, collegiate form so it can withstand parliamentary scrutiny. When I look at the election result, and the experts in the university advise me when they do their own analysis, what seems to become clear, and this certainly hits me as I look at you here today, in your robes and your gowns, and as you celebrate your success and your talent, that it was your voice, the voice of our students, across England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, which had a hugely influential impact on the outcome of the general election in June. Your voice, the voice of students, young people who argued for change, to move away from austerity towards more tolerance, more understanding and a more compassionate form of politics. Your votes really did carry the day. No political party can ignore your voice any longer. I'm hopeful that your passion for tolerance and understanding will stay with you as you now go on with your careers. Some of you sitting here today will become business leaders, or others will work in industry. Some of you will influence the arts and the cultural sector, others of you in civic life and the public services. But never underestimate the experiences that you have had in this university and the way it shaped your thinking and how it can influence the rest of your future. Next year, 2018, the university celebrates being in existence for 190 years. We've grown from our original foundation, the Institute for the Diffusion of Knowledge, first formed on the 7th of October in 1828 here in the city, with a basic idea, a radical idea, to educate young people. And since then, the university has always been part of a radical movement in education, in learning, in knowledge, research, innovation, and enterprise. It was the first university in the UK to offer nurses 20 years before Florence Nightingale. We had 800 graduates here in 1900, more than any other university outside of London, Cambridge, and Oxford. The work that the female students did prior to the First World War led to the development of engineering, and by 1926, the work that they were doing in wireless technology led to the foundation of Leyland and Leyland Motors. We recognize that in today's world, our mission is to transform lives and expand knowledge and retain that original spirit of radicalism, innovation, and creative thinking. Today, the university plays an anchor and a civic role. The anchor and civic roles are just terms that we use in the university sector. The anchor means an economic role. Promote economic development, create jobs, help firms, big and small, ensure that we have the skills and expertise required for a developing economy, and that you, our graduates and postgraduates, have the expertise to get jobs. Equally, our research, enterprise and development are focused on helping the economy of our communities. But we have an equally important civic role to uphold community cohesion, to promote and develop peaceful means of dealing with social issues, problems or difficulties. And we support Lancastrian culture through music, arts, food, through our farming and agricultural community, and through regional tourism. And the university does this because we believe, certainly here in Lancashire, that people should have a sense of belonging and a sense of community. In the subjects here today, we continue to succeed. And this morning we have graduates from two of our faculties, Culture and Creative Industries and Science and Technology, ably led by our executive deans, Andrew Ireland and Ali Jones, respectively, and our heads of schools. Two of our heads will be here this morning to read out your names, Robert Wallace and Andrew Churchill. And I just want to give you some highlights from the past year. In the School of Engineering, Motorsport Engineering graduate Jamie Gervin proves that hard work and a drive to succeed will be rewarded with a great job. As well as receiving his Masters today, Jamie has landed a fantastic role working for James Bond's favourite car manufacturer, Aston Martin. In the School of Humanities and Social Science, Religion, Culture and Society graduates Hannah Hayes and Hannah Latif are both receiving school prizes today. Not only does Hannah Hayes graduate with the first-class honours, but she will also collect the school prize for outstanding academic achievement, while Hannah Latif, who graduates with an upper second, will collect the school prize for outstanding contribution. Our success is achieved together, staff and students seeking new knowledge to provide clarity and certainty. And in that middle of uncertainty that we live in today, there are certain things we know. We know, for instance, that today you are graduates and postgraduates. We know that you've worked for that award and degree. We know there is a sense of certainty if you hold on to those beliefs and values that promote our communities, the values that are enshrined in this university. Common sense, the judgment to do the right thing for others. Compassion, to treat others with consideration, care and honesty. Teamwork, to think and act together, valuing collective as highly as individual achievements. Attentiveness, to take personal and professional pride in the quality of your work, but show that you can listen and care for others as you do that work. And finally, trust, showing respect and integrity in all that you do. You are graduates and postgraduates, so continue to observe, analyze, devise new solutions to the things that life brings to you. Keep learning, exercise your intellect, be ready to intervene as you go on with your life and seek to make a difference. Make the most of every opportunity that comes along. Don't be afraid or unwilling to try different things. Forge your own path. But remember, equally important, compromise when you need to. We know that you will have the ability to understand complex issues. We know that you can be critical. We know that you have the confidence to challenge. We know you have developed a sense of civil society and a willingness to make a contribution. We know this because we've tested you We've assessed you. We've looked at your intellectual prowess. That's why you're here today. And we look to you now because you are our future hope. Participate in debates, in politics, and in society. We have provided a space for you to discuss ideas, to pursue different views and perspectives, to explore new ways of doing things and apply various methodologies to seek new solutions. But remember, there's more to your degree than a reductionist economic return. Take your university values as you go on with your life. We know another thing. We know that gaining the awards you have earned today, and which we celebrate, has not been easy. I make no apologies for that. That must be so. Few things in life of genuine value are easy to gain, and a success in any university is far from easy. We would have demanded from you dedication, commitment, intellectual endeavour, and hard work. And I'm sure that many of you here in this audience today would have provided a helping hand in that journey. So on behalf of you, our graduates, I would like to thank you in the audience for the invaluable support and ask that our graduates join me in sharing our appreciation to you. The university is an academic community. We're dedicated to learning and supporting transformation. You would have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are international leaders in their field. All of them devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning, and development of you, our students. And you would have been supported by many highly dedicated professional staff who provided the services and infrastructures that have made your success possible. And again, on your behalf, I would like to ask you to join me as we thank our staff in the university. Not too long to go now. In a few minutes, the name of our graduates will be called out. We'll applaud and cheer. Please make as much noise as you want. This is a celebratory event. Each of you will enter stage right. You'll cross to the middle of the stage. You'll shake my hand. I'll congratulate you. And then you'll exit stage left. But I know everybody in this hall will be as enthusiastic with your applause for our first graduate as you will be for our final graduate. We genuinely take great pride in your achievement. I know you'll go out into the world and bring not only real social and economic benefit to yourself, but also to the communities in which you will live. Whatever you decide to do next, wherever in the world you find yourself, remember, you'll always be a member of this university. I hope at some stage you will return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, very well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful life. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Academic Board confers an Honorary Fellowship on Mark Crabtree. Jane Howard, the University Orator, will deliver the citation.
Vice-Chancellor, few people can count some of the world's most prestigious film and recording studios as their customers. Fewer still can say they've won Academy Awards, an Emmy and a Grammy, or have answered personal requests from Hollywood royalty. But Mark Crabtree, OBE, founder of Burnley-based audio engineering company AMS Neve, can. The company's consoles are used by studios including Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox, and Abbey Road. Year upon year, Oscar nominees have had their soundtracks mixed and/or music recorded on AMS Neve equipment. Not that Mark would have been fazed. He'd already won 2 Oscars for engineering in 2000 and 2004. The former aerospace engineer designed the world's first microprocessor controlled effects unit in the 1980s, and one of his first sales was to Paul McCartney. Indeed. AMS Neve then broke into television and film. James Cameron's Titanic became the first film with a digital soundtrack using the company's creation. And when the filmmaker wanted to break boundaries again in 2009 film Avatar, AMS Neve was challenged to create a digital console which had more than 1,000 sound sources. It was one of many groundbreaking techniques the company pioneered in the music and film industry. Though Mark jokes the company is still better known in Hollywood than in Burnley. Mark has welcomed UCLan students to his studio for talks and workshops and has employed a number of our graduates. His contribution to the Northwest has been far-reaching, with a focus on education, skills, and cultural development. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Mark Crabtree, OBE, for the award of Honorary Fellow of the University of Central Lancashire.
Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the University Board, Honorary Fellows and our graduands. Thank you to the University for this honour, which I'm absolutely delighted to accept. Well, this is rather grand, isn't it? And I should say I don't normally turn up for work looking like this. And so how on earth did I get here? Well, I was always interested in music and electronics as a kid and used to make little boxes to make my own music recordings sound better. And as a teenager, my bedroom floor was absolutely covered with a vast array of valves, transistors, transformers, bits of metal, solder stuck in the carpet, and it drove our mother mad. My brother is here today, Martin, who can vouch for that particular situation. If you get a chance and see him, you should also ask him about my homemade 1/4 horsepower electric curtains in my bedroom, which stupidly I made light sensitive, which meant that the entire household was woken with a jolt at dawn. 44 years ago, good grief, when I was sitting where the graduates today are, I had a hankering to work at the BBC in their radiophonic workshop. It was an interest of mine. They're the people, if you remember, who do the sound effects for the TV programmes and most notably the wonderful theme tune for Doctor Who. I wrote off for an application form which duly came back, and I read it not very carefully, and it said, the BBC is normally interested in people with a first degree. Now, I thought they meant a first-class degree, and since I'd spent so much time running a mobile disco and running the folk club at university, I didn't think I was going to get a first, so I didn't bother applying. But what goes around comes around, and if I could have jumped on the TARDIS at that time and sent myself forward several years, I would realise that, in fact, we delivered all the digital mixing consoles that Doctor Who is now recorded on. So you never know what's waiting around the corner. Looking back, I can see that AMS Neve would never have got started if I hadn't been keen on making things at primary school and had great industrial experience in a local inspiring company. And as an honorary fellow now, I think, I would like to do what I can to assist in the forging of the next generations of world-class engineers from this lovely county of ours. So finally, congratulations to the most important people here today, today's graduates. I'm sure your own careers will be a mixture of hard work and happy accident, as mine has been. So thank you once again to the university for this great honour.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Engineering. Master of Science in Construction Project Management, Gavin Thomas Kelly. Master of Science in Fire Safety Engineering, Anthony Stephen Deacon. Timothy John Gates. Master of Science in Maintenance Engineering, Amal Dev. Omoseyi Abayomi Adeyemi. Jesvin George. Pritesh Kumar Patel. Amarji Imam Moses Waribo. Master of Science in Project Management, Noof Salim Musaba Al-Khalieh. Mukdem Mark Dabok. Rajesh Manohar Jezrani. Lynn Lee. Master of Engineering with Honours in Computer-Aided Engineering, Edward Sanderson. Master of Engineering with Honours in Electronic Engineering, with the School Prize for Most Outstanding Master of Engineering Honours Student in Electronic and Robotics Engineering, Ashley Picken. Master of Engineering with Honours in Fire Engineering, Robert Birtles. Merlin Charles Nicholas Forer. Master of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Katie Louise Parker. Chris Wright. Master of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Oliver Child. With the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Student Certificate, Alexander Thomas Crossley-Zells. James Dilks. Jamie Gervin. Philip Gray. Ignacio Manzi. With the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Project Certificate, Gareth Morgan. Thomas Taylor. Robert Wilson. Master of Engineering with Honours in Robotics Engineering, with the School Prize for Best Master of Engineering Project in Electronics and Robotics Engineering, Alvin Kurian Kuravia. Alia Jawad Malik. Christian Manterfield. Mikhail Miranovsky. Peter Sullivan. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Kieran Brennan. Stuart Christie. With the School Prize for Most Outstanding Bachelor of Engineering Honours, Building Services and Sustainable Engineering student, Ben Cooper. Daniel Adam Farimond. With the School Prize for Best Bachelor of Engineering Honours Dissertation in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Sean Harrison. Tom O'Gara. Sean Stewart Piddock. Stephen Senior. Simon Shuttleworth. Adam Sherber. With the Pettit Singleton Associates Best Design Project in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Craig Wallace. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Computer-Aided Engineering, Odarindi Oluwadamilola. Jade Aspinall. Asim Bucks. Philip Clarkson. Paul Thomas Davis. Matthew Duxbury. Kyle James Ferns. Robert Gibson. Niall Jervis. Andrew Maudsley. With the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Frederick Barnes Waldron Best Student Award, and with the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Student Certificate, and with the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Project Certificate, Samuel Alexander Maloney. Nabil Nazir. Eugene Redmond. James Michael Stewartson. Daniel Andrew Thompson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Computer Engineering, Thomas Jonathan Leach. With the School Prize for Best Bachelor of Engineering Project in Electronic and Robotics Engineering, Robert James Mather. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electronic Engineering, Ryan Day. Lewis Jopson. Nathaniel Joseph Nuttall. Kieran Williams. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Energy Engineering, Mariam Majid J.W. Al-Ali. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Fire Engineering, Ali Mohammed A.A. Abdul Akarim. Hamad Mohammed H.H. Abu Sharida. Hamad Ayed Mesfer Mohammed Al-Ababi. Ali Murad Ibrahim Al-Balushi. Abdulaziz Ahmed A.M. Al-Abdu. Fahed Al-Ababi. Abdul Rahman Jabbar Qa Al-Mutawa. Hassan Osama A. Al-Sagaf. Khalid Ali M.S. Al-Yafai. With the school prize for Best Bachelor of Engineering project in Fire Engineering, Oliver Brooke. Mohammed Fakrul Reza Faisal. Yiji Gui. Irenaeus Haralambus. Monewa Bishop Bishi Malete. Maud Nasser Die Mashadi. Odewetsi Motlagodi. Onyeka Cosmas Ofor. Colette O'Hara. With the Omega Fire Engineering Prize for Best Bachelor of Engineering Honours Fire Engineering Graduate 2017, Amy Reynolds. Karina Sokolova. Matthew James Spivey. Johnny Hudson Sutherland. With the school prize for Most Outstanding Bachelor of Engineering Honours Student in Fire Engineering Full-Time, Thandi Tholulwani. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Saber Ramas Musalam Al-Amri. Sami Saeed Salim Al-Hadi. Mohammed Abdulaziz A.S. Al-Haida. Abdullah Jassim H.R. Al-Kanji. Ibrahim Ali I.A. Al-Malki. Essa Al-Olbaidli. Mohammed Abdullah Al-Shama. Mohammed Salman Y.A. Al-Yaqub. Mubarak Ahmad M.M. Buhamad. Philip Coop. Liam Dewhurst. Vasilius Garafalis. Jack Peter Daniel Hughes. Leo Morris. Felix Stamper. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Maintenance Engineering, Anthony Asari Brew. Adam Connor. David James Cook. Caroline Kasimika Muluya. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Dominic Akers-Paul. Thomas Louis Bradley Hall. Jordan John Cullen. Samuel Dennis. Zachary Doyle. Benjamin Gurney. Andrew Fraser Marshall. Luke David Rathbone. With the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Student Certificate, and with the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Project Award, and with the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Best Project Certificate, Dominique Roberts. George Rochford. Matthew Turnbull. Finn Walker. Joshua Walker. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Robotics Engineering, Abdulaziz Sami A.M. Almia. Mohammed Faizan Kasim. Audrey Chivora. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Remy J. Binks. Gareth Fisher. Matthew Richard Gill. Matthew Little. With the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for highest mark and also Best Dissertation, and with the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors Prize for Best Building Surveying Student, Mark Stephen Rusko. With the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance, Darren John Russell. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Project Management, with the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Best Performance by a Full-Time Student, Alan Carey. Callum Lippert. With the Marcus Worthington and Company Limited Prize for Best Construction Project Management Dissertation, and with the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance, and the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors Prize for Best Construction Project Management Dissertation, Mark Richard Williamson. Jonathan Young. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Facilities Management, Safa Bureki. Ayesha Ali Mahmood Al-Houti. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Fire and Leadership Studies, Callum Amos. James Gerald Butler. Samuel Luke Drant. David Galpin. Bethany Jane Grundy. William Hawkins. Andrew Holden. Richard Hollings. Zach Thomas Holt Dunning. Adam Kelsall. Karam Koksar. Katie Lagan. Jordan Lee. Adam Legind. Charlie Lowe. Elaine Anthony Pons. Kaylee Anna Roberts. Dylan Stewart McFalds. James Salisbury. With the school prize for most outstanding Bachelor of Science Honours student in Fire and Leadership Studies full-time, Luke Saul. Kieran Ricky Stott. Jack Simons. With the school prize for most outstanding Bachelor of Science Honours student in Fire and Leadership Studies part-time, and with the school prize for Best Bachelor of Science project in Fire and Leadership Studies, Christopher Tyler. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Fire Safety Engineering, Yaqub Sultan Badr Al-Saidi. Naif Mohammed Salem Maktoub Al-Amiri. Nasser Al-Anzi. Mohammed Al-Binali. Mansour Abdullah M. Al-Dusari. Yahya Al-Juraib. Khalid Mutrik Fahad Al-Katani. Mohammed Abdullah Salah Al-Sada. Meshal Khalil Ibrahim Ahmed Al-Shanu. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, Abdullah Al-Jaber. Christelle Melanie Sylvette Antoinette. Harvey James Ashworth. With the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance, Danny John Beaver. With the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance, Stephen Chadwick. Amori Faidherb Demodav. Mohammad Lukman Futlu. With the Marcus Worthington and Company Limited Prize for Best Quantity Surveying Dissertation, Paul Lee Goodwin. With the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors Prize for Best Quantity Surveying Student, Daniel Harrison. Grant William Harrison. With the Chartered Institute of Building Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance, Nigel Jackson. Dominic Pyle. Havish Reshav Ramkalawan. Viv Bushith Ramsakul. Zoe Jade Regan. Shantanu Servan Singh. Parimal Prithvi Somar. Lauren Turner. Foundation degree in engineering in nuclear engineering decommissioning, Lee George Dixon. John Francis Grant. Brogan Zena Green. Martine Dion Prothero DL. Owen James Renton Wood. Foundation degree in Science and Computer-Aided Engineering, Anastasia Sarah Bingham. Connor Hall Jackson. Jordan Lowe. Alexander John David MacDonald. Dylan McNally. Foundation degree in Science in Project Management and Control Nuclear, Charlotte Amore. Connor Dixon. Thomas Paul Hampson. Scott Ferguson. Alison Henry. Louise Johnston. James Mayer. Jenna Moran. Rachel Price. Jade Christina Ridgway. Catherine Louise Roberts. Benjamin Paul Ronaldson. Alexandra Watmore. Lewis John White. Michael Williams. Higher National Diploma in Mechanical Engineering, Alex Robert Cushing. Harrison Edge. Kashif Quayum. Higher National Certificate in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Gurugarish Daneka. Daniel Finney. Laura Elizabeth Patet. Higher National Certificate in Mechanical and Computer-Aided Engineering, Amelia Piddock. Higher National Certificate in Mechanical and Production Engineering, Stuart Haydock. Lewis Robin Southworth. Higher National Certificate in Nuclear Engineering, Stuart Neil Riddell. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Engineering.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who've gained awards in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. For a thesis entitled Personal Experience Narratives in the Deaf Community, Identifying Deaf World Typicality, the degree of Master of Arts by Research is awarded to Leslie Davidson. Postgraduate Diploma in British Sign Language and English Interpreting, Amy Barnes. Deborah Berbezier. Andrea Edgington. Nicola Fitzpatrick. Danielle Marie Francis. Kathleen Gillan. Tamsin Victoria Carolyn Hewitt. Carl Hodgson. Daniel Labno. Amy Little. Mike Reed. Catherine Shaw. Bachelor of Arts with honours in British Sign Language and Deaf Studies, with the School Prize for Best Overall Dissertation in British Sign Language and Deaf Studies, Nicola Foxcroft Alloway. Mackenzie Burney. Machidiso Letsile Kamenzuli Chekuti. Monica Chizuska. Rhiannon Clark. Melanie Dimitriou. Carrie Louise Etheridge. With the School Prize for Student Achievement in British Sign Language and Deaf Studies, Lisa Jane Green. Aaron Mark Johnson. Lisa Youngen. Emma Kearns. Harriet Rose Priestley. Emilia Kate Sockett. Elizabeth Victoria Spicer. Roy Thompson. Amy Winterbottom. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Deaf Studies and Education, Salma Akhtar. With the Centre for Excellence in Learning and Teaching School Prize for Best Overall Dissertation, Jane Beanham. Laura Claire Bryant. Kaylee Jessica Jacobs. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English Language Studies, Sidif Ayoub. Jack Blair. Siobhan Louise Cooper. Molly Cronshaw. Magdalena Agatha Dugdale. Shanna Flynn. Hanifa Jazat. Javaria Kazmi. Hayley Kelly. Alexander Lee. Samantha Jane Riley. With the school prize for Best Overall English Language and Linguistics dissertation, Becky Robinson. Mitchell Rupert. Amy Stanton. With the school prize for academic achievement in English language and linguistics, Samuel Williamson. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English language and creative writing, Harry Peter Aylett. Georgie Clark. Robert Maudsley. Archie Stones. Dina Shantarpi. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English language and journalism, Viva Kasanuti. George Pickering. Thomas Edward Welsh. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English language and literature, Sadia Adam. Sadia Arif. Suleiman Banner. Megan Pressler. Ashley Robinson. Sana Shan. With the school prize for the Best Overall English Language and Literature dissertation, Catherine Strong. Amy Jade Townsend. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English language and teaching English to speakers of other languages, Ailey Catherine Harkness. Robin McAndrew. With the school dissertation prize in teaching English to speakers of other languages, Mariah Mulberry. Chloe Wheeling. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English Literature, Iram Azam. Andrew James Fielding. Patricia Carolyn Moyles. Matthew James Southward. And Leah Zafar. Bachelor of Arts with honours in English Literature and Creative Writing, Ewan Jordan Dover. Katie Lauren Finn. Alice Hudson. Becky Mahon. With the school prize for the best overall English literature and creative writing dissertation, Michael Newton. And with the Elizabeth Burns Dissertation Prize in English Literature and Creative Writing, Jessica Amy Fraser Snedden. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Film and Media Studies, Ashley Clark. Paige Lois Fielding. Sally Fielding. Ruqayya Hanif. Thomas Hill. Amy Hodgkinson. Sarah Johnson. Chelsea Simone Martin. With the school prize for outstanding performance in film and media studies, Caitlin McLaren. With the school dissertation prize in film and media studies, Kieran Nuttall. Jamie Rattigan. Ricardo Simon Brown. Luke Aaron Snowden. George Waters. Bachelor of Arts with honours in History, with the Sid Lee Prize for Academic Achievement in History, Laura Anton. Charlotte Baines. Jack Begley. Demi Lee Butterworth. Liam Downs. Conor Gillespie. Richard Grindley. James William Hanna. With the School Dissertation Prize in History, Megan Mackinson. Libby McManus. Louise Ann Pickett. Matthew Simpson. Kaylee Slater. Natalie Stevens. Thomas Lewis Moorcroft Taylor. Bachelor of Arts with honours in History and Politics, Connor Bate. Mark Bircher. Daniel Day. Edward Harkness. Malik Sager. Henry Whitehead. Bachelor of Arts with honours in History, Museums and Heritage, Miriam Kohler. Sarah Naomi Pearson. Ellie Roach. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Relations, Nawaf Hassan Al-Shamrani. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Combined Studies, Fiona Brown. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Modern World History, Daniel Stevens. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Philosophy, Adam James Brown. With the School Dissertation Prize in Philosophy, Rhys Campbell. Sana Chowdhury. Michael Clark. With the Philosophy Overall Academic Achievement Prize, Ryan John Clayton. Alexander Drake. Eleanor Mary Margaret Feeney. Matthew Lord. Jessica Moody. Adrian Jeffrey Worsnop. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Philosophy and Politics, Matthew Silvespara Corrick. Sufyan Intwala. Lorna Indirangu. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Politics and Social Policy, Taima Mansour M. Al-Assaif. Shannon Bartholomew. Humayun Kawaja. Michelle Tinatenda Saidi. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Services, Awasi Ahmed. Charlie Francis Brennan. With the School Prize for Best Overall Dissertation in Public Services, Luke Clugston. Nathan Craig. Harvey Lyle Davies. Sinead Rebecca Devers. Michaela Jade Dudley. Scott Dudek. Alex Eccles. Jack Godwin. Catherine Eileen Lawless. Alexander Lucas. Joshua Lucas. Philip Newsom. George Radcliffe. Benjamin Rowland. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Religion, Culture and Society, Parhind Begum. With the School Prize for Best Overall Dissertation in Religion, Culture and Society, Alia Salim Diwan. With the School Prize for Outstanding Academic Achievement in Religion, Culture and Society, Hannah Hayes. Anna Jones. Kaylee Leasley. Shannon Moore. Jessica Toya Nash. Fahima Patel. Robert Porter. Naila Rashid. Candy Susan Rigby. Hamira Sajid. Helen Todhunter. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Sociology, Abdul Jalil Ahmed. Nadia Ahmed. Saba Ajmal. Javaria Ali. Lindsay Brown. Jodie Camp. Paige Cotter. Rebecca Hayes. Emma Julie Mullen. Rebecca Louise Peters. Amir Shah. Foundation degree in Arts in Public Services, Megan Beardsworth. Emily Ann Beach. Charles David Dickinson. Jodie Dixon Mayer. Joshua Finch. Peyton Gregory Jemson. Luke Horrocks. Amy Robinson. Alexandra Wisniewska. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Santosh Kaur, Education Officer from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends and loved ones, it is my honour to stand here today and speak on behalf of students on your special day, and I would like to congratulate you all on your amazing achievement. As you know, university is more than the assignments and exams. It's more than the price paid to better your future. It's much more than a piece of paper at the end, because university is an unforgettable experience. The people that you've met and the memories that you've created make each of your journeys to graduation unique and special. For most of us, studying is only one part of university life, and whether you became a school president, a course rep, joined a sport or society, or whether you volunteered in a project that you were passionate about, it has contributed to the graduate that you are today. Each of you may have taken different paths to get here, but what's special is that you all end up in the same room, crossing the same stage, and graduating together. As graduates of the University of Central Lancashire, each of you strengthens UCLan's worldwide alumni network. Therefore, it is important that we continue to stand together and be proud of our diverse community and unity. Today's award is a landmark in both your personal and professional development and a stepping stone to your future success. So now is the time to aim high. Grab all those opportunities and take on those challenges, because that degree that you hold in your hands today is really just your learner's permit for the rest of your drive through life. Last but not least, I would like to thank the families, friends and loved ones that have joined you here today and have supported you throughout your journey at UCLan. And let's not forget all of the university staff whose dedication and support has helped you to succeed. Class of 2017, with all my heart, I wish you the very best for the future. But for today, please take loads of selfies and photos with your friends, with other graduates and your families, and with the lecturers, and then go out and celebrate, because you truly deserve it. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre within the School of Journalism, Media and Performance. The choir is directed by the University's musician-in-residence, Mark Goggins. The University is extremely proud of its growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the Chamber Choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The choir has performed on BBC One, BBC 4 and on the BBC Radio 3, as well as at many local civic and fundraising events, including concerts at local schools and colleges. Overseas performances include singing at one of our partner institutions in Shanghai. This morning, the choir will sing What a Wonderful World by George Weiss and Bob Teal. The choir began rehearsing this song on the 22nd of May. The following day, as we all learned the full horror of the attack in Manchester, the choir continued rehearsing. Since then, What a Wonderful World has become for the choir a song of celebration of all that is good in the world and an anthem of defiance against those who seek to threaten our freedom.
See them bloom for me and you.
you. Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. Friends and family, there is a good photo opportunity coming up, so you might like to have your cameras ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? It looks a great relief to many of you from where I'm standing. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard in the air. Sorry. But please don't let go of it. And please make sure it does not make any contact with your neighbours. But you must focus on a very vigorous wave. So on a count of 3, I'd like you to wave your mortarboards and give us a big hearty cheer. And then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Please do take a seat. Catching mortarboards here. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with the university community. I would like to invite you all to return to a reception at the university's Student Union building, where we will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates. And gowns can be left in the atrium at the end of the event. So please, may I now ask you all to stand for the national anthem. And I will explain our exit strategy. We have one final process in this celebration, because the platform will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. Graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. And guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the platform party has left the hall. You will be able to join your graduate downstairs. Thank you.